But doc, how could I have a cavity? It doesn't hurt. Are you trying to rob me? So here's something I tell you. Most cavities don't hurt, like most, like 90%. I've never done a study. I'll make up the statistic. Let's say 90%, okay? So people come in, I do just a regular checkup of them, and we look for cavities, right? That's what dentists do. There are different ways of looking at it, okay? We look at x-rays. X-rays don't show us most cavities. So they're very good for, they're actually one of the only ways to see cavities in between the teeth. And we get in between the teeth cavities from not flossing. 90% of the population, I think this statistic's true, don't floss regularly. So you get cavities in between teeth. So that's one way to look at them. Two, we can see a big hole in the tooth, okay? Take a picture of it. There's a giant hole in the tooth. It's soft. That's a cavity. Then there are a lot of cavities that are smaller, okay? They look brown, or black, but sometimes not sure if it's a cavity or not. So this is one of the big reasons why you'll go to one dentist and he'll tell you you have 6 cavities. He'll tell you to other dentists and he tells you has 4 cavities, because there's different training, different technologies. Even if we took x-rays 2 times in a row on the same person in the same chair, the angle of the x-rays would be slightly different, and one might show something that's a cavity and one might not. So every time a dentist tells you you have a cavity, he probably thinks, yeah, there are bad dentists out there and there are good dentists just like anything else, but he's probably not trying to rob you. He's probably telling you what he thinks, okay? Now, some dentists have a different level in which they will intervene. You know, if they're not sure it's a cavity, they might say, let's watch it, okay? Some people might have some technology, something like Dagnadent, which is, there's a few of them on the market. It's a laser cavity finder. You can shine it on those dark spots and it'll give you a reading telling you whether it's soft underneath the brown spot. So it's just another tool. It's not 100%, but it's another tool that helps the dentist figure out whether something's a cavity or not. So some people have different technology, different training, different kind of where they think something should be treated or not. So you do have to find a dentist that you trust, okay? I mean, that's super important, but it's not always a clear cut. Now, here's the secret. Something, I don't know, I'm not going to make sure there's no dentists around, because I'm going to tell you a secret. Most dentists don't like doing fillings. So if your dentist tells you you have to do fillings, especially 1 or 2 fillings, they're probably not making any money or very little money off it. Now, I know dentistry is expensive, and even 1 or 2 fillings can seem expensive to a lot of people, but with most dental office, especially if they're taking like discount plans, like PPO dental insurance plans, which pay a dentist 40 to 50% of what a filling should cost, if they're doing 1 or 2 fillings, they have to book out time to do that and pay their staff, they are probably losing money on doing that filling. Does that make sense? So like, this dentist is telling you he wants a filling, he's going to lose money doing this filling, and he's still telling you to do it, okay? That's a good dentist. That's a good dentist you trust. Someone else might tell you, we'll wait on it. But it might be because he actually thinks you should wait on, because it's not a cavity, it's not really a cavity. So there are different ways of looking at this. This is why people are confused. This is why people hate dentists, amongst other reasons, because it's not a direct science, and there are different ways of looking at things. So it's very important to ask questions, very important that you find a dentist you can trust, but most likely, if he tells you you have just fillings, he's not just trying to make money off you, because fillings are just not lucrative for most dentists. There are dentists that move really fast. They can do them really fast, even at a low fee, and make money. There are other guys who charge a fair fee, so they make sure they're not losing money when they do it. You know, I try to charge a fair fee so that it makes sense for everyone. But still, you just want to find someone you trust. But again, if you don't have pain with a cavity, that really tells us nothing. It's great, no pain. Doesn't mean you shouldn't treat it. If something's hurting you, and it's a cavity, it's probably should have been treated years ago. Anyway, secret's out. That's a story about pain and fillings and dentists and all that stuff.